Hi there, Simon Mackey from WebWorker Daily here. Today I'm going to show you how to do a bit of spring cleaning on your Mac using a freeware utility called OnyX. So let's see how it works. So I'm going to open the utility here. OnyX is a free download from a company called Titanium Software. So I've just started OnyX. Let's get to this Finder window. And you can see that it says checking the SMART status. OnyX goes through a couple of verification checks by default when it starts up. Normally you would continue with these, but I'm going to cancel them so you don't just have to watch a progress bar ticking by for a few minutes. So let's cancel that. It also verifies the startup volume, so let's cancel that. Okay, and then we need to put in our password. Okay, that's because it goes through and does various administrative things. So there's a few different tabs that we have here in OnyX. Verify goes through those verification checks we saw before. Maintenance, you can go through and do things like repair and repairing permissions, that kind of thing. But what we're interested in today is the cleaning tasks. So if we go to the cleaning tab, you can see that we've got a few different sub-tabs here, which are various different aspects of the machine that might have accumulated a little craft over time. And then there's various different things that we can check off underneath to clean out. When you first load OnyX, it has some of these checked off by default, and if you really don't know what you're doing, it might be better just to stick with the default. It's also worth bearing in mind that OnyX closes all open applications when it's running, so make sure you've got all your work saved before you start, and as with all things like this, it's a good idea to have a backup before you get going as well. Okay, so let's have a quick look through these. I'm not actually going to run OnyX here for two reasons. One, as I said before, if just watching a progress bar ticking by isn't very interesting, and also it closes open applications, which includes my screencasting application, and means that this video would stop working. Okay, so we've got a few different things. We can have a look at the system user. There's various different caches and things that we can clean out here. Internet. One thing to notice about internet is if you clean out your form values and cookies, and also maybe your browser history as well, you might find that it's the web is a little less usable because your browser has forgotten a few of the things that it relies on. So don't just go through and tick everything off and clean it out. It's worth just thinking about this kind of stuff before you start. But in general, going through here doesn't take very long. It takes a few minutes maybe to clean it out. If you haven't run something like this for a long time, it might take a little bit longer. When you've finished, it'll ask you to restart the machine, and then hopefully your machine will be a bit faster. So that's OnyX, a freeware utility from Titanium Software.